Jai Shri Krishna. Today I would like to introduce to you all a wonderful herb, a fruit and a vegetable all in one that is designed by God to give health and happiness to anyone who consumes it. It is a source of so many cures and it's a panacea in itself. It's a wonderful vegetable and I'm just waiting to show you all that it's growing at our garden. And it's actually grown from the dung of our cows. So we have 21 cows now and their dung is being poured here. So this plant is growing here. And before we begin, I would like to ask you all, have you guessed the vegetable? This fruit is known as KUSHMANDAKAM in Sanskrit, and if you haven't guessed it yet, in English it's known as the ash gourd or the white pumpkin. In Hindi as petha, and in Telugu as Budadi Gummadi, sorry for the mispronunciation, and in Tamil as the Pushinikai. So here is the very nutritious and wonderful fruit. I'll show you many more. It gives around 10 to 15. This plant gives around 10 to 15 of these fruits in a week, which is which is of course quite a number because it grows on a mound of cow dung, as you can see behind here, and it gets all the nutrition that is present in the cow dung, and alongside it gives very good amounts of calcium, iron, phosphorus, potassium and sodium, along with vitamin A, B, C, niacin and so many more wonderful nutrients that might not have been explored yet. Here's the pumpkin and I'm going to explore now the wonderful health benefits of this. So here's a shloka about the white pumpkin and its wonderful benefits. Mutraghataharam prameha shamanam krichashmari chedanam vinmutra glapanam trisharti haranam jirnanga pushti pradam vrishyam swadutaram twarochakaharam balyam cha pittapaham kushmandam pravaram vadanti pishajo valli phalanam punaha, which means that this protects the body from problems relating to the kidneys, especially mutraghata, wherein it's also called urinary calculi. Stones, so basically stone formations or blockages in the urinary system of the body which are very dangerous and fatal. So this can help in controlling and reversing such situations. Prameha shamanam, this can control diabetes and help in help with the diabetic treatment, an Ayurvedic diabetic course. This is very helpful. Prameha shamanam. Krichrashmari chedanam, this can also break hard stones or hard formations in different organs of the body. Especially deals well with hard formations in the urinary system or the kidneys, which is very helpful for patients who have kidney stones. Vinmutra glapanam, it allows the body to produce more urine and basically it's a diuretic and also is a kind of and it's also a kind of laxative. Vinmutra glapanam trisharti haranam. Trisharti haranam means that this fruit is very good for people who have a constant sense of thirst. It reduces their excessive thirst and satisfies the thirst of the body. Unlike certain allopathic medicines which might amplify or cause side effects, this reduces the excessive thirst and satisfies the body with the juicy nature that it has. And jirnanga pushti pradam, it's very good and nutritious for the digestive system of the body and basically lubricates and turns the digestive system into a more better place for just for processing food. It makes the entire digestive system capable of handling the food that we consume. And then comes vrishyam swadutaram. It is very strengthening for the body. Swadutaram, it is very taste enhancing. And twarochakaharam, to arochakaharam. Arochakahara means something that destroys anorexia or the feeling of not liking food. Arochaka in Sanskrit. Balyam cha pittapaham. Balyam means it is very strengthening to the body, and pittapaham means it reduces pitta or heat in the body, known also as bile, one of the three humors in the Ayurvedic system, vata, pitta and kapha. This specializes in reducing pitta of the body. And our sages and also the experts, ancient Ayurvedic experts, have called this the best among the fruits that come from creepers. So that's what the shloka says, and there are several other shlokas praising this fruit, so why not try it out? If you're a diabetic, have constant problems with your stomach like peptic ulcers, excess heat in the stomach, a feeling of a burning sensation and other problems like burning in the urinary tract or any other issues relating to pitta or burning, then certainly this is the panacea for most of the conditions as mentioned. Even problems relating to emotions, mental health, like for example hysteria, and problems relating to the nervous system like epilepsy and similar issues can also be dealt with very well by this wonderful plant, especially problems concerning the pitta dosha, which means element of bile and heat. So if you're experiencing regular heat strokes, you need to take a juice of this plant early in the morning on empty stomach. It helps you stay fit throughout the day. When I say stay fit, I mean balanced with nature, harmonized with your surroundings, your environment, as well as the environment within your body, basically balancing your body. It also acts as a catalyst for the digestive system in a very positive way. It helps the body recoup from any sort of injuries, since it is a brahmana, or it actually cools the body. It is a shita plant, and also the fruit is very well known for its ability to cool down the body. It also reduces any problems relating to stones in the urinary system, as well as problems in urination, which is also an important function of the human body, without which there'll be a lot of problems across our body. So this is very important for any of these conditions. If you're suffering from hysteria, or anyone known to you suffering from this condition, just use some yashti madhu or Glycyrrhiza glabra, a very well known plant that singers generally use to naturally sweeten their voice. The juice of the yashti madhu must be combined with the juice of the ash gourd and had on empty stomach. This is very important. And similarly, for piles, there is another remedy that I would also discuss. The juice of this ash gourd is good for many conditions, ranging from epilepsy, hysteria, tuberculosis, and peptic ulcers, stomach heat, urinary problems, piles, and burning sensation in the urinary tract. This is the best plant for all of these conditions. Just use the juice of this plant, that would help a lot. Before concluding, I would like to let you all know a story of how this big plant grew. We have tried to grow this in several places across our field, but it's grown the best only at this spot because it is full of cow dung. Basically, it's a mound of cow dung, and the plant is growing in this mound of cow dung, this heap, this pile of cow dung and straw. It's the perfect environment. And guess from where the seed came? We once fed ash gourds to our cows, and they processed it in their digestive system, which is the ideal tract for the treating of each seed, which means each seed goes through the digestive process of the cow, which is very complicated, long and detailed, which means it goes through the regurgitation process and also is then digested, and during the digestion process it is not destroyed, since the cow's digestive system is not acidic in nature. And you need to give it to cows. And finally, when they gave us their dung, the dung was put in this cow dung pile, and it ended up becoming a humongous pumpkin plant. Okay, thank you. Please. So we'll be back with the next herb in the next video. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha. So here's a shloka from the Rajanighantu about the white pumpkin and its benefits.